Last but not least, welcome to our fourth activity or our third self-care activity idea. This one is called the Virtual Book Club. So I know some of you might not be as big of readers as I am. That's okay. I do encourage you to give reading a shot, even if you're not a reader. It's a really good way to relax the mind and find some alternative spaces for you to go to, especially when you're feeling stress or anxiety. It's a really well recommended self-care tool. That being said, I'll present some alternatives at the end. The way the virtual book club works is all you need is a book. You can do any genre, any length, doesn't really matter. Some friends and an online platform to communicate with. So you can use Zoom, you can use Skype. I know most people in our generation have Facebook. Facebook Messenger has a really great function where it's a Facebook video chat. It's free, you just need access to Wi-Fi. And as a group, you're going to use this platform to communicate about books. You're going to start off by deciding on a book to read. For example, The Butterfly Girl. I just pulled this off the pile. I'm not really recommending it to anyone, but it was a really good book. You're all going to choose to read this book, whether you have a copy or you can find an ebook, and maybe set a time length. Maybe it's 1 week, 2 weeks, however frequently you guys feel that you want to meet. Then you're going to come back to your Zoom, Skype, Facebook chat community, and you're going to talk about the book. It's really simple. It's essentially no different than an actual book club. You're just doing it online because of social distancing policy. The great thing about this is that it really helps establish a community. It's a reminder that you're by no means alone in all of this. We're all social distancing and self-isolating right now. It helps you find some common ground with people apart from the fact that you're all social distancing. And it's just a fun environment. Now, if you don't all have copies of the same book, I know that can sometimes be difficult to get, or if you don't have money to get ebooks, I know most library websites are still allowing you to borrow ebooks for free, which is great. But even if you don't want to do the same book, you can all just choose to read a book and then meet and discuss them on the virtual book club. That actually might give you more ways to talk. It might give you more ideas of books to read in the future. So it's whatever works best for you and your group, and you guys can decide on maybe your first chat what you'd like to do. Now, if books aren't your thing, totally understandable. They're not a lot of people's thing. You can choose movies. You can choose essentially anything. If you wanted to do a virtual movie club, that's totally fine as well. You all choose a movie to watch. I think most people have Netflix. You can stream on YouTube even. There's tons of different platforms for watching movies online. Some of us still have DVDs, who knows? But then you can get together and talk about the movie. The important thing is that you're establishing a community and you're dedicating that time for yourself on a day-to-day basis to accomplish that task that's rejuvenating your soul, that's making you feel good, and that you're doing something that you enjoy. It's something that you don't have to do independently. This requires you to kind of engage in a community, engage in a group, which is so important during social distancing times. We often feel so alone. So it's important that I incorporate a self-care activity idea for you guys that kind of forces you to get out there and to be part of a group. So let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.